Hey, collective blessings, and thank you for joining me in spirit. We super appreciate you guys. This morning, I was woken up out of my sleep. I sat up rather quickly. Then I got up thinking, oh, let me go to the bathroom, X, Y, and Z. And then I was like, wait, where's my phone at? And lately, my kids have been taking my phone, when good old moms accidentally falls asleep a little bit earlier than them. And so I seen that my oldest had my phone. I'm looking. I had a call that I missed at like 1, but I know that I think it was an emergency because I heard the beepers like for the cops and stuff like, and then they were saying something. They were walking up and down my hallway, but I just kept laying there and I was like praying. I was like, I don't really know what's going on my floor. I live on the 5th floor of my building, and it's the one that's at the top. We have issues of like water damage from the roof, leaking into the ceiling and causing like disruption, dysfunction of the infrastructure of the roofing system of my building, my apartment building. And on top of that, it's like, while trying to remain sane, because there's other things going on outside of this, my floor has started to become very busy. And that's not normal. My floor has had the same residents on it for years, basically. And so now, with other residents, like a new one or two sets of residents have come, some things have changed. I even noticed that somebody was knocking on a door that is vacant, and the person definitely looked like a whole crackhead. No judgment, but I was like, what's going on my floor? So last night or this morning at like 1:04, no, it wasn't 1. Yeah, it was around 1-ish, I think, or 12-ish. I'm sitting there like, please, God, whatever they need to find, let them find it and let them go. Whatever need to happen to this floor, let it happen. I be having random chicken bones in front of my door. Have me over here thinking that people like doing witchcraft and throwing bones, or it's beer cans or a cigarette butt and stuff. It's like, just be respectful. And so I'm sorry if any of y'all are experiencing that, where it's like, I feel like it's more of an energy where it's like, just be calm, this is going to blow over at some point. Whatever's done in the dark, it comes to the light, things like that. But at first I didn't know until I'm sitting here. I text back, because I apologize for missing a call. But I'm sitting here, and the song that comes to my mind is called "Take a Message of My Love" from Remy Shant, and that's an old song. I'm a '90s baby, early '90s baby, and so most people don't know it. But if you get the chance, definitely take some time to listen to it. I'm going to try to throw it in a little bit in the video. I keep getting whatever the ban is for copywritten, even though I put that I don't have any rights to the music. But that's what helps the reading flow sometimes, or it connects me to other individuals. Music is a language within itself. And so that's going to come back up. But so let's take a message from my love. And I'm going to end up playing a little bit of it, but I'll tag the video below or pin it in the comments. That and the Andre 3000 New Blue Sun. That album is fire. I'm only on song number 2. And I am like, that's what channeled me to come and do this. After listening to Remy Shant, I'll get up, I move around a little bit, and then I'm like, ooh, he has a new album out. Like, who doesn't love a good Andre 3000, right? And it's been a minute, so I'm like, let me listen, and it is amazing. It's all instrumental. The titles capture what you should feel from the music. It's like a real good essence album. And I appreciate him for doing that, and I'm sure many of you will appreciate him for that too. But by the time I got into a portion of the first song, I was like, there is a shift change. The first song that I listened to from the Andre 3000 track was I Swear I Really Wanted to Make a Rap Album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me. So I feel that many people have been maybe trying to go in a certain direction and have been pushed or have been guided into a different direction than what they thought they were going to be doing. And that reminds me of a card that speaks about knowing that you go through a lot of trials and tribulations, but you know that you are a strong individual, a chosen individual, someone, a blessed individual, somebody who not everyone can go through what you go through, right? And in that is that, did you ever think that your catalyst was going to be what made you basically successful, or like feeling like you were winning? And success is measured on everybody's own, move. It could be success of the career, it could be success of a home, it could be success of a relationship, it could be success of just being in tune with yourself or being in tune with nature. Yeah, I heard it, confirmation. So even with that, those things can change, and those hardships and those trials and tribulations, they can essentially make somebody feel like, oh, I'm not gonna make it, or what I want is not gonna happen, or what's really, what's really going on? Am I going in the right direction? Do I need to turn and things like that? And I feel like Spirit is guiding me to tell you guys that you're on the right track, especially for those of you who have been seeing the numbers 434 and 444. Ooh. Okay, so I have a deck where I made cards. The first 5 cards that came out, they all look like this. They're just blank. So I don't know if some people don't want to talk with me, or I don't know if it's an issue where there's other energies trying to come into place to not allow us to have that conversation. But that's okay, because I realized too, after understanding that I was shadow banned on YouTube, and I probably still currently am, that's all you can do to a person like me, is try to block a message on the internet. Everything that whatever this energy is tried to do with taking my home away from me, taking my stability away from my kids, coming in, doing dream magic, using mirror magic and portals and whatnot to cause disdain in my household, trying to take away my career and things like that. And I don't even have a solid career necessarily built, like where I'm like, yeah, I have this, and that. No. All of that forced me to do what? Turn around and give back into my community, into my family and my friends who pour unconditional love and care into me. And I'm sure that some of you all are in that same energetic field. So even though it may seem like you're blocked, five blank cards could mean like 5 of Pentacles blocked. It could mean stagnation. It could mean some type of deceit or with conversation. It could mean many different things. But it doesn't mean that you have to allow that to be your story, because it's not my story. At the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. So now I'm going to definitely just put a prayer out there and ask for the Most High to keep this reading between us, between me and the collective that is able to view it, that you can push this towards. I think that this is going to be a wonderful video. I know we're 9 minutes in, 9:09, and we haven't even begun to hit the tarot, but I'm really just trying to connect with everyone. And, and we're going to see. Now it's blank in the reverse. It's like, oh, I want to be stubborn. I don't want to say nothing now. Okay, that's fine. We got Sagittarius in the reverse. Pisces in the reverse. But we're going to put it up right. So we got people that's acting behind the scenes, in my opinion. The stuff is coming out behind the blank card. Some of y'all could be moving incognito with it being in the reverse. Like maybe you're not doing exactly what your sign would typically do. Maybe you choosing to, keep to yourself and accomplish your goals as you see fit, right? See, and then a whole bunch of blanks keep coming out. So that could be that y'all not giving up y'all business. Y'all not letting nobody know what's going on with y'all. There are cards in here. Cancer. I see a lot of earth and like water energy. And then Gemini, grounding energy. So I think that you guys are, I feel like you guys are using your different elements and whatnot in order to, you know what I'm saying, I guess gain your clarity, gain your understanding, or pull yourself up into that successful position. Alright, so let's just talk about it. For those of you seeing the number 434, I'm going to try to timestamp it. Because it seems like y'all don't want to listen to the whole thing. You want to, I guess, hear the beginning. I don't know what you guys are looking to hear. I don't even know who my videos are playing for. But I know that it's going to go to the right person who needs to hear it. And I can only remain hopeful that my page just keeps being blessed and moving up. I randomly have followers who unfollow me. I'm only at like 35. I was 37. And then randomly after 2 people left me, I started getting issues with my profile. When I'm putting tags in on the videos, some of them are tags that are really important. Like, they hit on the nail pretty hard. I'm a pretty obvious and upfront person. I don't really believe in keeping the nail hidden in the coffin. And it's like because it's too real or because it's calling someone or something out. Probably businesses and entities that work with YouTube or people who are just fucking haters. Now all of a sudden my video don't post up the way it's supposed to. It take like 2 hours for it to upload in the same Wi-Fi network that it's been uploading in and things like that. So first we're gonna pull some cards for this 434 number. And then I'm gonna tell you guys what the meaning is and we'll attach it to the cards. I did 5 cards. On the bottom of the deck is the Hummingbird Joy. It is in the upright, sharing vitality and vibrancy. The number 58, the Joyous. Okay, so 434 engine number can mean an unspoken spiritual message that affirms the correctness of your chosen path. It is a beacon of hope and inspiration to motivate you to continue to pursue and be prosperous in your life goals. Enlightenment from the divine realm, aiding and assisting you alongside your journey of spiritual awakening and personal transformation. It is also considered a heavenly blessed energy. And even when I wrote that down, I was going to say a heavenly blessed energy full of like golden hues. That's my version of what maybe heaven and blessed feels like for me. What does heaven and blessed feel like for you? You know, I want you guys to take some time to think about that. Think about what spiritual awakenings have I experienced. Some people are awakened to acknowledging and seeing and giving gratitude and saying thank you to it. Some people don't realize that they're within the process of it and they're already saying thank you and giving gratitude. And some people are just flat out not paying attention, right? So however that feels to you, think of what that feeling is, and whatever that feeling is, when you feel it, just know that that's your angels, and that's the power or the energy of the number 434 pressing into you. This carries the weight of acknowledgement and manifesting intentions and goals. Be fearless, trust your intuition, trust in you and the star within you. And when I talk about the star, I'm talking about the light that's inside of you, the angel, the spirit, your higher self, whomever you are. Trust in that and understand. So we have the number 77, which is dependency, tick, addictions, codependency, and parasite. We have fear of the rabbit in the reverse, anxiety, paralysis, and overload. We have number 70, that's number 28. We have number 79, opportunity, the woodpecker, prospect, devote, fortuity. We have number 7, the army, guidance, owl. And we have number 47, oppression, magic raven, alchemy, shift of being, and transfigure. The owl is direction, sight, and orientation. So what I'm seeing here is that somewhere possibly in the past or even currently, some of you may have experienced the issue where you may have had some type of dependency on someone or something. And with the tick being here, I feel like some of you could have been heavily on it. Some of you could have been the parasite or had a parasite on you. With the shift change that I'm identifying with, these are for individuals who are moving forward, who left something in the past, and now those in the past are having to experience whatever divine message you left them with. So, whatever this addiction was, this codependency, or this parasite was, it caused anxiety and possibly fear in some of you, paralysis. I mean, I'm even feeling like some of you feel shook up, like or somebody was shaking you, overload, doing too much, ODing. Like I just see a lot of like drugs and overuse of power in the wrong way. And then somewhere in there, the woodpecker with this opportunity has come, or it showed itself, it surfaced. Maybe it took 2 years, 77 to 79. Maybe it took, you know, you going 2 steps, or somebody going to a step program, something of that nature, you know, where they got help. But when you went, wherever you went, or you saw this opportunity, you took it. You devoted yourself to it. There's a possibility that for those of you who are in this energy, when you take the next step to get away, I want to say to escape, because it seems like some of you may be leaving or trying to get away for fear of your own life. And your life is valuable. Your life is important. No one else should have domain over you or your life. Now, in the process of you stepping up and stepping out and finding your way somewhere else on that new path, like we talked about, like, I wanted to do this, but I'm over here and I'm doing this. That's where that guidance of the owl comes in, the army, number 7. So I see 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. I see 5 sevens. That, and even though there is like maybe 1 or 2 numbers in between, let's collectively put them all together. That is a super mastery number. So you guys have mastered some type of understanding with taking in insight and enlightenment, or answers and knowledge, and receiving and giving and finding a way of how to go. But once you took that opportunity, you chose the direction that you wanted to go in. You also help other people find their way, I believe, with the army, sight, orientation. It's like showing up, being present. This owl is looking. It's looking for other owls that are just like it, other guides. It's looking for prospects and progenies? Progenies, yeah. This owl is building, and with delivering messages of the messages that you deliver, whether they're about love, care, or understanding, caring about a particular thing, like the animals, the cats, the dogs, the humane society. Maybe it's the earth, nature, fossil fueling, different things like that. Maybe it's a care about community, housing rights, housing injustices, housing crisis. Maybe it's about your political figures, knowing that they're not guiding y'all in the correct way, or guiding the people in the correct way. This too, you know, with me saying political figures, makes me think of when people watch the news all the time, and they allow what the news says to scare them. And when somebody says, oh, that's fake news, that news channel is sourced by Trump and, you know, X, Y, Z, and McDonald's and all this other stuff, right? The people and the entities that are here to put trash in our bodies. They're here to make us think that the water we're drinking is really spring water. They're here to make us think that the new things that they're putting on TV and these quote-unquote movement fights that don't actually address prolonged situations that have been within our society. I wanted to say American society, but I could be talking to people overseas. When somebody comes to you and tells you that that's not real news, or they start enlightening you and they say, hey, did you know this? Or you're doing the enlightening, did you know that? You got to pick where you at in the story. It's like people start to be like, wait, but what she says, that makes sense to what just happened, or the current events, or the past events of, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. You're changing people's perception. You are opening people's mind. I don't feel that you're out here just doing it for no reason. The magic raven, alchemy, shift of being, transformation. Is that transformation? Transfigure. Now what I see here too, it says oppression. Prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment or control. So y'all have found an opportunity to build yourselves up, to create a team around you in order to fight the oppressor. I like that. And on the bottom, like I said, is joy, the hummingbird, sharing, vitality, and vibrancy. Number 58. Then we have number 52, keeping still mountain, stillness, the mantis, selflessness, tranquility, restraint. Then we have number 20, contemplation, breathe, dolphin, prana, nowness, awake. Course of the salmon, number 24, the returning, processing, realization. You guys have stepped into a whole new wave level. Whomever this magic raven is, this oppressor, they can no longer oppress you. Some of y'all have chosen to let go of what doesn't serve you, of what has been holding you back, of what has been keeping you stagnant or in a place where you just can't simply move. Now again, the signs that I have here are Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, and Gemini. So we have fire, water, I don't know why I just blanked on what Gemini was. Fire, water, and air, I think. Yeah. Fire, water, and air. Ooh, all the elements. So now I guess when you do this takedown, right, community, when y'all can do this takedown here, I'm assuming that that's when the pentacles come in, right? Yeah. But we just prophesizing this right now. So let's see. This is the 434 number. This is the heavenly feeling that you will experience from whatever this past is. This is you coming in and accepting help from your team and understanding that putting in that time and that strength with your team is what is most important. Spirit, what is the collective, what was the dependency or the addiction of the collective? You guys got the star, Aquarius energy. The Page of Pentacles for anxiety, paralysis, and overload. The Queen of Swords for the woodpecker, opportunity. The Two of Cups for owl and guidance. And the Six of Wands for the magic raven. This tried to pop out Sagittarian energy with the Temperance card. So something is now starting to balance out. On the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands, facing the Seven of Wands and the Six of Swords. So I think that some of you all know that somebody's trying to bring something towards you. But like I said, an army has been built here. That 7, when 7s can be highly significant in this conversation, is protecting you against this. Your team is already here. They've been assisting you. Now, what I'm seeing here, number one, with this dependency of the tick energy, is that somebody kept taking from you, and it's like, I want to take some from here, and I want to put some over here, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and this is my mixture, this is my star, this is my energy, I can do what I want with it. And it was like people were taking advantage of what the qualities that you had to offer, that light that you were, trying to give people. I don't care if you was throwing fairy dust at them. People were taking advantage of it. And unfortunately, it was draining your light with the star here. And I was sitting upright because I feel that whatever this dependency is, or this tick was, it wasn't strong enough to hold you down. I feel like, too, that maybe something within you wasn't a good mix for them. And that's where that anxiety and paralysis overload comes in. I feel like these individuals kept trying to give you these mediocre offers with the Page of Pentacles. And it was like, here, do this, or try this with me, or why don't you just choose my idea? Or, you do so great with doing X, Y, and Z. What do you think about this? But it's really a manipulative tactic to get you to do something that they want. Now, here with the opportunity and the Queen of Swords, I don't know, some of you just chose to seize the day to speak up. I don't know, this is Sagittarius energy as well. Again, heavy on the Sag energy. But I feel like you guys, somebody in here chose to, it's like turn their back on it, because the star and the Page of Pentacles is on the back, is on the shadow side of this Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is facing her truth. The Queen of Swords don't play games. She not gonna sit there and let nobody keep running over top of her. She not gonna let nobody tell her that her ideas or how she feels are false. You could also be a masculine who just, you may have a balance, where you can speak with that divine feminine essence and still maintain your masculinity. But I feel like most of y'all were like, no, we're not about to do this. That's not about the word. I kind of feel like, too, these people in the background, they're like, these individuals are chasing you. Somebody's like, here, I'll give you some more of this. Now go get that from that person. Or I'll supply you this, but you gotta go and get that. And it's just like, you turned your back on it, this opportunity, even with the woodpecker, the back is facing the tick and the fear. Somebody could have been saying, I need fluids, or I need you to help me get money because I health needs and whatnot. But no, you can't do that anymore. I can't put into that energy anymore. And so you started connecting and building with people that you care about. Like I said, creating your army of like minds, like souls, people who vibed on the connection of love and care for others besides themselves. Like even in this, there's dragonflies, there's cats. Inside of the skirts or the bottom parts of their clothing, there are different like trees and flowers and whatnot. There's a whole like, I don't know if that's a lobster or what even holding it up. I never looked at this card in that much detail. Even their crowns have butterflies. So it's like people are, moving or escalating from being caterpillars to getting in their cocoons to transforming into these, or blossoming into these butterflies, these beautiful creatures that are heavily connected with one another. And I feel that you guys saw your opportunity that way, and you say, hey, I think that's the way that I need to go, or something nudged you to go that way. Now with the Magic Raven and Oppression and Alchemy, with the 6 of Wands, remember I told you that at the bottom it said transfigure. So y'all could be dealing with shapeshifters or people who keep trying to move around. And what I'm seeing here too is that the Black Raven is facing the army and the owl in the darkness, but in the forefront, this person is either running away or leaving. Now for you, this could be your version of being at a point or a place of success where you're claiming a victory in this. But I feel like too, the oppressor is trying to hurry up and leave you with whatever was, in the background. What was this? Tell me more about this star and the Page of Pentacles for the collective. Yeah, a Page of Cups. So it's like some of y'all It's like some. My thing is, if you're sitting as a queen or a king, you cannot have a page like offer. You know, it's different when you're starting out in things, but there's no way that somebody is going to have star quality energy and then somebody shows up like, I only have 5 cents. Can you help me? Like, it's kind of like, no, I can't help you. And I feel like in this, you know, individuals, whether it be kids or teenagers or adults, this could be your kids and stuff, you know what I'm saying, trying to drink from the pot, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna use up my mom's money or my father's money, X, Y, and Z to support my habits or to support the things that I want to do. And it's like, no, go get a job, right? And so with this Page of Cups, it's like, come over here, come my way, do this for me, right? What's this offer with the Page of Pentacles? And the Queen of Swords. The offer is to offer you this fresh new start on love, or like this understanding. Like, I've grown, I've changed. I'm not on that other stuff I used to be on. I'm not trying to use you like I did, Tina. Like, but the whole time they gonna like keep it moving. They gonna ghost you. I feel like even in this scenario with your back turned to them, you don't care. I feel like this is more of you even ghosting the situation. It's just like, oh, here we go again. Like, man, nah, nah. What is this Queen of Swords realizing and coming to understanding with the Two of Cups? The Seven of Swords. Now, some of you could realize, too, that somebody that you may have went in business with the opportunity or the army. Some of you could be military. I'm not sure. Whatever that connection is, I feel like, ooh, I'm getting a few different messages. I feel like, one, you could feel like you don't have all the information. You could feel like something may seem deceitful or may feel off with the Seven of Swords here in the upright. You could also feel that something about the situation is just a little mysterious or is unexplainable. You could feel like, too, that whatever this connection is that you have with this other party, you know, okay, I'm going to try to, you know what I'm saying, go towards this, but that opportunity isn't exactly what you thought. But that side with the Three of Swords and the mystic smoke is on the side where it is the Six of Wands and the Raven. So the Raven uses magic, it uses alchemy, it goes through some type of shift. So it may mix something. Somebody may put something in a cup and it might do something where they tell the truth maybe. The Six of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords. They may tell some type of truth about how, like, something they did where they grieve it or they're at a loss. They don't know how to speak on it. It's something that they've been holding in. This could be why a bunch of people don't like this person. It could be envy or jealousy towards you or towards others. It's something like that. But somebody like gives a truth serum, it almost feels like, you know, and they take a truth serum and they expose themselves. Hell, this person could have mixed something the wrong way. What is the Two of Cups and the Six of Wands? It could be that there's a masculine energy that is doing this or that has been doing something. It's like y'all share the same cup. I'm not sure what's going on, but let's see. Ooh, the Hierophant, yeah. So this is somebody that you're committed to or something like that, but I feel like this person is trying to get away with having done something. Again, this could be an entity, a business, a job. This could be a string of people, friends. This could be a commitment, but somebody's trying to escape something and the Hierophant has came up and it was like, nah, come back. You passing somewhere where you ain't supposed to be going. You're not even beyond the animals and the creatures that are here. Hold up. Now, I also got with the Seven of Swords and the Two of Cups and the Army card of the Guidance and the Owl, the direction. Some of you could have made a decision to go towards like a military style career. And although that situation seemed like it was the right thing to do, I think something may have happened where it's a little more, you're upset, you're not understanding what they're saying. They're working together, but you're over here kind of on your own too. So I'm getting a few different messages here. It's like people poured into you. They poured into your habit. They could have poured into what made you who you are. But then now it's like those same people who showed you love tried to leave or tried to go. All you did was try to say, "Hey, come over here. Let me help you with what I have," and people just kept rolling out. You have the Nine of Cups on the bottom, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. I mean, nonetheless, though, you guys are going to be in a state where you love yourself overall, where you're very abundant with having stability within your home or within your household, and being able to, like, essentially keep recreating, planting and creating, planting and creating. You're going to be able to have that overflow of the water. Remember, I did say that the Pentacles would be probably what the outcome was of all of this. Can you tell me a little bit more about the Seven of Swords and the Two of Cups, clarifying the army? We have the Lovers, Gemini energy. The Six of Cups. And the World card. Okay. So somebody in a past situation may have given to somebody else. I don't know if it's an older feminine member or what, but something about the past. I feel like they're releasing or they're letting it out. The Three of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, the Sun in the reverse, and the King of Pentacles. We saw the Queen of Pentacles, so they're counterparts here. Obviously, some of you may be married or in relation with one another, but with the Sun being in the reverse, I feel like that's what it was. Somebody was glamorous, like that star energy, Aquarian energy, King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is Capricorn energy, where somebody was like kind of high and mighty. They was able to take care of things. They was able to do, you know what I'm saying, what needed to be done, but they could have been doing for other people. Somebody could have had some type of child out of wedlock. Somebody could have, you know what I'm saying, just been connecting or building with somebody else in the dark, you know what I'm saying, versus it being in the light. What's coming to an end with the World card and the Six of Cups? Somebody being oppressed, somebody having to take all of these, what's it called, these responsibilities, taking care of it. And what the Ten of Wands is doing is going back towards the Lovers. So even if this is a relationship, I don't know, somebody had a child, like I said, or another family somewhere else, and they were building with them silently or in the dark and not saying much, but you can't take care of two households or two different places and things like that, right? If we're just talking about logic, I'm not talking about all the extra stuff about finances or somebody being an heir to a throne or this being cultural and polygamy. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about just a relationship where two people are together. Somebody stepped out, maybe with somebody on the past, or somebody left somebody from the past out who had a child. And I think that what's coming to light is everything that this parent and child has to endure. And I feel like you guys are giving it back. You're coming and you're taking this back to either these people who left you out in the cold, or to this other person who is now in another relationship with someone else, right? Temperance is on the bottom of the deck. Everything has to bounce around. Three of Swords and the King of Swords. And this person, they're going to have to sit with the fact that they allowed for you and a child to essentially go without. I feel like, too, for some of y'all, y'all may have someone who's not exactly the nicest with this King of Swords energy here. And it's like they looking at you like, okay, what you want me to do? You want me to pity you? But they gonna have to face the truth. Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands. They're gonna have to face some type of truth here. What is the Six of Cups and the Lovers? The Nine of Wands. So somebody is looking. They didn't came out. They didn't, something about these wands. It's like the needle that broke the haystack. They're looking. they're seeing somebody else be in a connection with someone else while they're holding all of this weight on their end by themselves. Sagittarian temperance coming out again on the bottom. 10 of Cups and the Justice card. Libra energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have water energy here. Somebody's family is ready to is about to step into place here. I'm telling you. So even if this wasn't about a specific relationship between two people who loved each other and whatnot, this could be about, like I said, businesses and entities that you have connected yourself with, that you have given your time to, that you have provided, undoubting, unwavering hard work and results for. Spirit, your team, maybe even your family is stepping in somewhere else and hold up. What are you doing? Hold up. What is this Death card for the Queen of Swords? What is this transformation or this understanding that the Queen of Swords is coming into about the Seven of Swords energy? And this reading is skipping around a little. You're going to vibe with what you vibe with, and there's certain things that you're not. Whatever parts you want are the parts that you own, and whatever doesn't apply to you, it does not apply to you. That something is over. Okay. So one, this Queen of Swords is highlighting something about these lovers. Now, the other thing I was getting to in the beginning, which I forgot to say, is that this could be about court with this Queen of Swords here. And I feel that this is falling underneath this opportunity. This is highlighted like with the light bulb at the top and releasing of the emotions out of the other hand. Somebody is releasing their emotions into their spiritual team, and they're taking in that lightning energy where it's like they're able to see what is out in front of them. So somebody took the opportunity to put into the elements around them, the spiritual activity around them, all of those things. And now it's like, we're here to help. Okay. Then when you're in a place where you are in a dependency or somebody is dependent on you, it can be very hard to see and realize that help. I don't know what's going to happen. Some of y'all, I don't know, I feel like very puffy in my chest and I want to cry. So some of you could be getting emotional right now. I pray that this message hits you well. You are doing a lovely job. You have the full Capricorn energy on the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. Whatever, in the High Priestess, whatever this connection is that you were unsure about, or whoever tried to escape the 3 of Wands, because this is coming back out a second time. Whoever tried to escape the 3 of Wands, the Sun card in reverse, they're going to have to pay back into that. You created this, you finish it. It's kind of one of those things like, don't start a project that you're not going to finish. You had no business, doing X, Y, and Z if you weren't going to maintain it, if you weren't going to take care of it, right? The Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups with the Death card. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Death card. Ooh, I think I understand what's happening too. The 2 of Pentacles and the title card came out. So some of you guys are really working hard on regaining your power, regaining your crown back. 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, King of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Now, I want to put this out there. In the beginning, we talked about dependencies, anxiety, and fear. I think that this is also giving me a timeline story of when you all may have been in a place where you were not listening. And the star energy, your angels were pouring into you. They were offering you help with your problems. They were offering you a way out, but you just kept being so stern with that Queen of Swords energy. Nah, he loved me. No, she really does care. It's not about the money. No, my family would never do that to me. They're always there for me in my corner. If I tell them anything, they always tell me that they're praying for me. All the while, them prayers are empty. They're fake. And so, in my mind, now that I'm seeing this story play out a little bit more, I feel like the opportunity had been presented to you on numerous occasions with the star, Aquarian energy, the Page of Pentacles, Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. And the Page of Cups, water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Y'all have been having somebody pour into y'all for different seasons, different moon phases, like clockwork. But you had to be willing to be ready to accept and face the truth for what it was. The Death card is here showing that there is some type of, it's upright. It shows that somebody tried to kind of escape what was being given to them, what was being offered. Come over here, come this way. Let me help you with this. But then sometimes we think that we too big for our britches, like our grandparents used to say, and we think that we sit higher than where we really sit at. And then we get knocked back a peg or two and realize that something is not right. So on the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Four of Cups, and then the Five of Cups. I think at some point you resisted allowing the Most High to help you. I think that you all didn't want to have to go through the dark night of the soul or have to realize things for what they were. I feel like you all, you know what I'm saying, you had to take a step back, you know what I'm saying, and like actually look like, what is going on in this situation? Why is this not working? You have to turn around and go to where you always know you should have been going. Okay. One card for the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Death cards. And you guys are probably feeling very overwhelmed. The Ace of Wands. Some of y'all could have felt very overwhelmed from this energy. You started like smoking. Maybe you just, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some of you, I feel like when you came into understanding that you were getting these downloads, or that these fears were not coming from a place of love, or you know what I'm saying, maybe these fears were coming from a place of love, because if you ain't gonna get the message when I give it to you, all these times I give it to you, do I have to scare it into you? You know, that's like with kids. Please don't do that, Billy. Billy, you know you shouldn't do that. Billy, come here. Billy, let's go play over here. Billy. Okay, so when I told you, Billy, not to do X, Y, and Z, and I asked you nicely to do this X, Y, and Z, and I even asked you, I pulled you over here in a kind and gentle way and held your hand and did it. Why didn't you listen? Why did you have to wait till I got so upset and I had to grab your arm the way I did, or your hand the way I did, or I have to startle you the way I do for you to get the picture? It's kind of like that. And then I feel like when you guys start tapping into that and understanding that what is coming into you, what you need to put out, that's where you guys start manifesting. That's where that growth starts. That's where your fire, your flame is not too much with the Ace of Wands, with the water coming out of the world. The Star and the Page of Cups here. The Death card. Yeah. So you guys had spiritual offerings, and this could have been y'all as spiritual entities on this 3D earth realm, where this is what you were doing. You were trying to help someone. You were putting this information in their hands and they just couldn't take it or accept it. And then it's like something happens and it's a fresh new start, but it's an ending at the same damn time. Why is the Hierophant stopping the Six of Wands? Thank you. The Magician in reverse. I told you somebody was using alchemy. They were using maybe their spiritual understandings or something of that nature in order to manifest or to do things that they shouldn't be doing. The Magician is in the reverse. Everything that this energy tried to manifest was for self-benefit. It's not facing the Hierophant. It's not facing the Lovers. This was somebody who acted purely and selfishly off of what they wanted. What did this Black Raven want with the collective? The Page of Wands. Page of Wands could be your child. The Page of Wands could be your energy, temperance, a transference of energy. Nine of Cups, Six of Cups. Like somebody wanted all the love that you got, all the love that you get, that you were supposed to have for you and your child or your family. Yeah, somebody tried to take away what made you glow. What is the result of this argument with the Seven of Swords, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups? There's an army here, so I feel like somebody got family or somebody coming through. Yeah. This was supposed to be something honored. This was supposed to be something that was sacred. You were supposed to actually be doing what you're supposed to do to make sure that yours was taken care of. But instead, you was entertaining different options, different people, and then had the nerve to try to be picky about it with this King of Swords energy. And then you just leaving people hanging. Five of Swords, like just odd energy. The World card for this Queen of Swords, death, and this argument. Like, it's like, I'm gonna cry and let this out, but we're gonna face the facts. You have a child, or I have a child, or there was a child. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn energy, heavy on the Capricorn. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus energy on the bottom of the deck. Three of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody is hurt that you was giving away y'all stability, or somebody was, or y'all are hurt that somebody was giving away literally what was supposed to keep y'all stable and in connection. Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords, and now somebody gonna have to suffer like whatever it is that comes with that energy of doing that, because they tried it with somebody who is on top. That's the title card. That's the big title card at that. This is like you tried to challenge the horse. You know what I'm saying? So, I know this is getting a little long. My bad, y'all. So then, when the song is called "Take a Message from My Love," and he was like, it's like, I feel like some of y'all had to basically show someone through how you do things. You know, sometimes it's not us. How do I put it? Sometimes you cannot act like the other person, if that makes sense. A lot of times you cannot act like the other person. Let me not mess that up. Because acting like the other person essentially makes you lose out on what was already there for you. Now, we saw that somebody then took a stand, somebody then accepted help from higher power, and they're sourcing that higher power in a good way. They're using it in the best beneficial ways for them. Now, let's say that you guys have stepped into the energy of 444. Okay. So now this energy, this is what confirmed me that there was a shift change. It represents clarity and decisiveness, indication from angels that what you have prepared for is going to happen soon. And I put parentheses 8 of Wands energy because that's how I felt, like a rush. Then remain faithful and bold in decision making. Prepare yourself for positive changes. And at the time that I was, taking these notes, I was burning jasmine flower incense. And the spiritual meaning of jasmine flowers are divine love, purity of the soul, and spiritual awakening. And that is across all cultures. That might have been why I kind of said that the way I did. I had a little twang to it, right? So, I want us to just jump on that. For those of you who've been seeing 444, what spiritual messages can you give them, Spirit, by noticing or acknowledging those synchronicities? Okay, your first card is freedom, 55, fullness, spirit, honor, liberation. It is the eagle. So you guys are feeling liberated. You're feeling, top notch. You're feeling at your best. Number 55, fullness. You have number 11, peace, 1-1, illusion, the dragonfly, reality, elements, and elementals and reprogramming. Then you have the slug, rest, number 75, lethargy, re-engage, arouse. And then you have number 47, oppression, the magic raven in reverse, premature, impatient, absolutist. So I think that one thing that we want to say is to pace yourself, to take your time on this new understanding of this shift, change, and this journey. Yes, you are taking your crown back. Yes, you are taking your power back. But you still got to put in you. The only way for your mind to stay at peace with this dragonfly and the illusion, or to be able to decipher through illusions and reality, is to make sure that you are getting enough sleep. Make sure that you're eating the proper foods. Make sure that you're not staying isolated for too long from others, and I mean others who care about you, not the people who don't. They ain't got nothing to do with you. Premature, impatient. Some of you can feel real steady and fast, like let me go, you know, or steadfast, excuse me. Like I'm ready to just jump out there and do this, and Spirit is like, well, just take your time with this real quick. Yeah. So you got a couple in reverse, and what we can do is turn it around into something positive, right? Okay. Your first Buddhist card is look not for recognition, follow your heart, liberate yourself from within. So that's double confirmation on liberation, the freedom, the out. It's okay to feel it, but don't think that you have to expose everything that you're feeling or doing to others, and or that you have to be paraded around for it to mean that you're doing, you know what I'm saying, you're on the right path. You don't need that. It's all within you, all about how you think. Remember, how you think also determines how others perceive and think about you. Okay, it is the reverse, but it says the world always finds a way to praise and a way to blame. The wise continually praise. So I think that means, obviously what it says is that wise people will praise you. But with it being in a reverse, I feel that you might have a lot of people who try to praise you or your gifts and whatnot, but these people may not have the best intentions for you. So be careful and use your discernment about who you allow to pray over you or to pray within the name of your honor. For the slug in reverse, we have look into your heart so you can see the false as false and the truth as truth. So some of y'all, I don't know if you have a weak heart, and that's what makes it hard for you to detach or to let go. But you, like I said, eat the proper foods, bring that blood sugar up, do what you gotta do, and again, trust in yourself and honor thy truth. You know what to do. Also, with it being, these cards being in the reverse, this could be that this is how other people are. You know, the reverse of how they praise people continuously, or they want praise is based off of illusions, while you are getting praise off of the being a realist and reprogramming. Some of y'all could be creating new programs or initiatives in different ways within your community or place of work. Lethargy, re-energize, and arouse. Look into your heart so you can see the false is false and the truth is truth. Maybe that is going to be, with you seeing 444s, you're going to be able to see that energy in people, those who are sluggish, lazy, lethargic, fatigued. These could be individuals who are false. And you're able to decipher, you know what I'm saying, what would be faster? A slug and turbo. Yeah. Turbo was a slug, but Turbo found a way to, you know what I'm saying, move fast and be able to race. And this slug don't look like it's trying to get to, it feel like the race is on their side. And that could be it too for you, is that you don't have to move faster than you need to. Take your time. For the magic raven in reverse, premature, impatient, absolutist, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. So, remain firm in how you think. And this card is sent over top of the Gemini. You guys can go back and forth with how hard you are on yourself, or when you decide to go and do something. And in turn, it's like, that's what hurts you more, allowing those oppressed thoughts to kind of guide you and to take over. This could also be too, like I said, in the reversal energy, this magic raven, that's what they're doing. They start moving impatiently. They start moving prematurely. They start acting like matter-of-factly, you know, I said, and at the end of the day, they're exposing themselves. On the bottom of the deck, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. So, like I said, you don't have to stoop to anyone else's level. That's not your energy right now. Whatever you have manifested, that is what is about to come into place with the 444. So I'll catch you on the next video to talk about that. Peace.